Hey guys, how you doing? Jeff here, and we gotta have some talking here. We gotta talk about Star Trek. Now, this is not meant for kids, so let's dig into this. All right. Some things I keep hearing about is the interview with Picard, and there's something that I want everybody to remember. Now, this is kind of a response to Lore Reloaded, and I don't dispute a single thing he said about how the Federation and the Romulan Empire hate each other. I don't dispute it. But there's just so much stuff that everybody just is ignoring. Now, I know this has a lot to do with Nemesis, and people did not like the movie. Okay, I get it. I totally get it. Y'all didn't like Nemesis. Hell, I didn't even like it much. But there's some context in that movie that has to be talked about and should be talked about. And we're also forgetting that one 2-part episode that had Spock in it in TNG where he's on Romulus. Now, at the end of Nemesis, let's take a look at the end of the Empire after Shinzon Rebellion fails. The ruling council is gone. Wiped out. Shinzon killed them all. And then Emperor Shinzon is killed. The Empire is leaderless for the most part. And moderates within the Empire who helped Jean-Luc Picard fight said, you now have a friend in the Empire. Why? Someone explain to me. Lore Reloaded. Why did the Federation not fall over itself to reform the Romulan Empire? They had a golden opportunity to push the very moderates that Spock was trying to cultivate in his 2-part episode. I can never remember the name of that 2-parter, that TNG that had Spock in it. They had a golden opportunity to reform the Empire, to get moderates in control of it, and then push a peace treaty that, allow the Federation and the Empire to actually become allies, to push mutual agreement, cooperation, understanding, trust, trade, all the good stuff that the Federation wants. And you're going to sit there and tell me the Federation pissed all that away because they hate Romulans. Why? Someone, please explain to me why the Federation would piss that away. And in fact, there's one other point I didn't bring up that I'll bring up now. The Tal Shiar had basically been shattered in Deep Space Nine during that failed attack with the Obsidian Order. The very structure holding back better relations from the Romulan Empire to the Federation is gone. Absolutely obliterated. And you're going to sit there and tell me that the Federation does nothing. You're kidding me, right? I don't get this. Why would the Federation not fall over themselves, not follow up that olive branch given at the end of Star Trek Nemesis, and build a lasting peace treaty? Why would the Federation not do it? I want someone like Lore Reloaded to explain this to me. Because you'd think the peace-loving, negotiating Federation, even after the Dominion War, wouldn't be looking for peaceful negotiations with the other powers in the Alpha Quadrant, so we can bind the heels, deal with the aftermath, and build a brighter future. You're going to tell me the Federation passed on that because we hate Romulans and we've just been antagonists for so long. What, not a better time to bury that hatchet? In the 2380s, the Federation could have built the very Romulan Republic we see form in Star Trek Online. Now, I know Star Trek Online isn't canon, but still, we could have formed something like that where we could have had, instead of the Romulan Star Empire, the Romulan Republic. We could have seen it in the 2380s, and the Federation pissed away that golden opportunity. And yet, I have not seen one person, not Lore Reloaded, Anti-Trucker, Doomcock, Neurotic, no one asked that question of how we got to here and why we're even having this conversation and why Romulans are still hated when we could have made them our allies. Truly made them our allies in the Federation image. Yes, I know, it's insidious as I make it out to be, but sometimes Federation is just that insidious. And yes, they are. Anyways, that's my quick question to Lore Reloaded and asking him why. Why he is. And they are, no one's asking that question. I don't get it. And that's one of the biggest, stumbling blocks I have to Picard of how the hell we got from Nemesis to Picard and why we're back to that point. Now, I know some disconcerting because in Star Trek 2009, it was the Hobus system that went supernova. In fact, it went supernova so hard and so early, and should not have done the supernova, that it wiped out a good portion of the Romulan Empire. In fact, that's the events in Star Trek Online, that the Hobus supernova was a galactic catastrophe, and until Spock finally did stop it, it wasn't just Romulus and Remus that got destroyed. It was a good few planets around Hobus that got freaking nuked. That caused, supernovas of other stars. In fact, you find this out, again, in Star Trek Online, which is not canon, but it explains what the hell happened and why it did. Now, they're also trying to say in this Star Trek show that apparently it wasn't the Hobus system that went supernova, it was the Romulans' own star that went supernova for no reason, and no one can figure out why. And apparently it was a supernova that was contained only to Romulus, so it doesn't explain why the entire Empire would be in tatters and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, someone needs to clear this up, because that's another stumbling block that I can't understand. Triangulum, Lore Reloaded. Someone explain what went supernova, why. Was it just Romulus and Remus that was destroyed? Was it part of the Empire? What the hell happened here? That's another stumbling block I have with Picard, because it seems all confused and jumbled up. But because, well, the people writing it, I'm not surprised I'm confused as all hell and don't understand everything. But anyways, that's the video for today about Star Trek. Let me know in the comments below. I hope I get a reply out of some better Trek YouTubers who know more than me, and they can give me some answers to explain this, because until I get these answers, Picard's just confusing the hell out of me. I'm Jeff. I'll catch you next time.